Hey gang, I don't know how much time I have, but I've got a guy coming over to pick up that blade right there, Timothy. He's on the compound, he's just got to find me. But everybody's wanting to see a little bit more of the King Midgets, so I'm going to run through the King Midgets real quick for this one, get it posted tonight, and then I'll do a little bit more in depth on the King Midgets when I can get back out. But here's my 64 Garden Mark Squire, compliments of Brian Osengay. Engine 44, engine 44. My old landlord, 64. Got the new old stock seat covered up so nobody will be tempted to snatch it. The 3212V is out here with her grader blade on and the yard cart hanging around behind it. And of course, Trader's here. So now that you know what I've got out here right now, here is Sue and Archie's 1966 Model 3 Touch of Class. Get around. The engine is not here. They're in the back. These are really neat. These have been upgraded from the original engines. This one had a 12-horse Kohler in it originally, and it's been upgraded from that. He's got just under 10,000 miles on it now. Let's see here on the odometer, 9989. So another 11 miles and it'll have all the miles on it. Then we've got, and there's Archie. Oh! Got a 18-horse Briggs Vanguard V-twin in here with a cam, so it's pushed it up to around 22 horsepower. It's got the centrifugal type clutch that is reminiscent of golf cart clutches. Comes over to a jack shaft here, runs through, comes across to the gearbox, which allows you to go forward and reverse. Over to the chain drive, which drives a single wheel. These things will do about 55 on a good day. On flat land, going a little bit downhill, you guys probably push it up to around 60. These put oversized tires on it so the road manners are a little bit better on it. A little bit of front end work was done to it this year. He brought it down for me to put the exhaust on. We got that done before the show. And we'll skip on over here to Larry's. This is Larry's King Midget. I believe it's also, it's an older one, 64. Yeah, 64. And all these were made in Athens, Ohio. And there's a gentleman in Ohio that has purchased the old factory and all of the, I believe, molds and dies and parts that were left over. So, and this is also the guy that has done the engine transformations, the engine swaps in these. This one originally had a really unique Wisconsin single cylinder 9-horse in it that Larry had spent 5 years trying to no avail to get it running, and those of you who have been following my videos long enough have seen this one in a earlier video of Zippo's where I got her ticking like a Swiss watch. And then he went and pulled it and stuck a Vanguard 16 in with a similar cam swap, and that similar cam swap pushed this one up to around 19 to 20 horsepower. It will keep up with this one. Whoops. It will keep up with this one. I don't know what this camera just did. I guess I'll find out when that was weird. Anyway, we got a little Cushman that's trying to figure out what he's doing over here. Running back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Anyway, back to this. Essentially the same setup. The golf cart clutch system comes over on a jack shaft over to the gearbox to the chain, drives the wheel. Larry's is really nice. He's going to take and paint the tank this burgundy color and paint the tank straps black and possibly have some pinstriping done around the fuel sending unit. And yes, the gas gauge is actually working these things. And then around the gas cap. You can see this is just a single drive. It does not have an axle that goes all the way across. It's got a big sway arm with the shocks, so that you have sort of an independent suspension over here. It's kind of a neat setup. There are door panels that go in the windows so that in inclement weather, of course the windshield wipers in these, they are manual. We've got 1,255 miles on Larry's. Get in here. 1255, and like I said, it sat for 5 years and nobody could get it running, so it sat with 400 some miles on it forever. So since Larry got it running and since he got the engine swap in it, it has started to get some miles on it, and I know Larry's real happy about that, Larry and Donna both. And then we're going to skip on over here to the one that has the door panels on it. As you can see, nice clean look. And this is a really unique King Midget, and you'll see why here in just a minute. You guys may have seen it on a previous video. He's got a stereo in his. I do believe that Archie, does he have a stereo in his? No, he does not. I thought Archie might have had a stereo in his. Larry does not. But Jack, I think I said Jim, that was my fault, but Jack and Janet. Interesting color green. Like I said, these are street legal. I don't know how many miles are on Jack's, but this little flap right here, I don't know if you can see it, that's so you lift that up so you can reach in the door and grab the handle to open the door and unlock it and get into it. But this one has a motorcycle engine in it. So just an incredible amount of work done to this one in order to get it to where it worked, and it still has the original gearbox. It's still running a jack shaft. We're running dual belts here that run the drive over to the jack shaft, and it still maintains its transmission, so it's still the 5-speed. So he's got 5 forward and 5 reverse gears. Isn't that insane? And then the additional pulley here with the green Kevlar belt is running the alternator. So all very well built, really neat machines. And I'll see if I can't get through and do a little bit more with these as time allows. But for now, this is Zippo. Later. I'm out. Time to eat some grub.